Thank you, Denise, for having me here, although I'm not sure I'm thankful for having that tough act to follow, so maybe you could have ordered the speakers a little differently. Thank you so much, Dr. Green, for those powerful remarks. My name is Schalk. I'm the Indiana Program Director for Solar United Neighbors. We are a national nonprofit organization that is dedicated to helping Hoosiers go solar, join together and fight for their energy rights so that we can build a new energy system that is clean, affordable, and equitable. We believe rooftop solar should be at the cornerstone. We're part of the Solar Opportunities Indiana program as part of Solar for All, and also the Industrial Heartland Solar Coalition that would have brought an additional $15 million for a total of $130 million focused on expanding solar access and reducing energy burden right here in Indiana for low-income and disadvantaged families around the state. The cut to this program is devastating, not just for us, but for the 10,000 or so households that would have directly seen at least 20% energy savings each month. In Indiana, we have some of the worst air quality in the country, some of the dirtiest water in the country, some of the highest costs for healthcare in the country. Community solar, resilience hubs, rooftop solar that would have been funded by Solar for All would have helped ameliorate those problems and relieve some of the disproportionate burden that had been felt by low-income and disadvantaged households around the state. I attended last night the 4th AES Indiana field hearing, or I should say the field hearing for the AES Indiana proposed rate hike. In that meeting and in meetings like it around the state, we are seeing that households are hurting from their high energy bills. Here in Indianapolis, we would see, if this rate hike that is currently proposed is enacted, we would see average household energy costs or electric bills of more than $170 a month. Down in Evansville and up in Gary and NIPSCO and Centerpoint territory, they're already seeing average energy bills more than $250 a month. That's not affordable. That is creating situations where the households are having to pick. Am I going to keep the lights on? Am I going to meet my basic needs with electricity this month? Or am I going to pay for food? Am I going to pay for medicine? That's not a position anybody should be put in. Solar for All, not only would it have added more energy production, homegrown Hoosier energy right here in Indiana, but it also would be saving households and increasing the dignity of those households so they can choose how they want to spend the money that they're saving in their pockets each month. And not only would it be providing those direct savings, it would create good-paying, family-sustaining jobs and expand access to those jobs in new communities that have been shut out from the energy transition that we've been experiencing over the past several decades. These solar jobs aren't just the jobs of the future. There are more than 4,000 jobs in the solar industry right here in Indiana today. And it's not just folks putting solar panels on roofs or putting steel in the ground in fields. These jobs hope everybody's safe. These are jobs in sales, in engineering and design, and in solar panel manufacturing right here in Indiana. Without the demand created by programs like Solar for All, I don't know how those jobs are going to be sustained. We need those jobs for today and for the future so that everybody can benefit from the renewable energy transition. I think the last thing that I'd like to say is that it's just a matter of time. It's not if, but when solar is the predominant source of energy that we consume in this country. However, we can't wait for the market to solve the solution alone. We have a ticking clock, and it's our heating planet. We are suffering today, and we need to deploy more solar today and tomorrow as fast as we can to make sure that households who have far too long disproportionately been impacted by our energy system aren't also the ones that are on the front line of the worst impacts of climate change. That's why we need every clean electron we can get, and that's why we need to make sure that access to those clean electrons are equitably distributed and benefit everybody so that nobody's left behind. No matter your zip code, your income, your race and ethnicity, or any deciding factor. So that's why we need to see Solar for All reinstated. Wow. All right. That's why we need to see the Solar for All funding reinstated. That's why no matter what happens to that funding, we're going to continue to work to make sure that every household in Indiana can benefit from clean, local solar energy and resilience from battery storage. All right, I'm going to hand things off, and there might be more sirens coming. Thank you, Denise.